Hey y'all, it's Brittany Payton, the Honest RD. I am reaching out to you today because I want to share with you my transformation story. Hopefully my story will help you realize a little bit more about me, why I do what I do, and how I want to help you do even better. So look, here's the deal. I started off ultimately in a household where we were pretty healthy, y'all. We were pretty healthy. My parents didn't play too much. I didn't have too much junk food and all that kind of stuff in the house. Also too, they kept us really, really active. And so me personally, I danced pretty much all my life, ever since I could just about walk, all the way through to college. And then I ran a little bit of track here and there as well. But in college, I had the opportunity to be able to merge my love for fitness and my love for dance together. And I became, at that time, get ready for it, I became a fitness instructor. I became a fitness instructor. Back then, we called it an aerobics instructor. Yes, I took it back. With all of that, I ended up graduating from Michigan State University with my BS in dietetics. Whoop, whoop. All right, go green, go white. Michigan State University all the way. Let's go. And then I ended up going to New York for my internship and working in the field of dietetics as a dietitian. And I loved every moment. I became credentialed there. I started working there, and I really had a great time because here's the big part. I met my husband in New York, y'all. I met my husband in New York. And so while I was there doing my internship, finishing school, I met my husband, we dated, we got married. And then guess what? After a couple of years, we decided we were ready to start our family. And so that was a little more than 11 years ago. We started our family, and now we have little Miss Micah, who's almost 12. And at that time, we took her to her WellCare visits and making sure that she was okay. And she was almost a year old. We went to a visit, and the doctor asked, "How are you doing?" And I was like, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then I remembered an episode that I had the previous week as I was teaching a fitness class, and I could not get my breath together. It took me about 30 minutes to get my whole life together. And I said, okay, this is irregular, weird, and it's scary, and it didn't feel good. My heart was beating out of my chest. I couldn't get my breath. It felt like I was running top speed for 30 minutes and I was sitting down. Did not feel good at all. Told him about the instance. I knew it was going on. I figured I was losing a lot of weight because, I just gave birth, I'm nursing, I'm busy. It's a lot of moving parts going on with my life right now, and I didn't think anything of it. So the doctor said, let's get some labs in, let's take some blood work, we'll get some labs done, and then we're gonna see what's going on. And I was like, okay, no problem, let's do it. Didn't think anything of it. The next day, got a phone call back and they said, we need you to come in. I said, what's going on? That kind of scared me. And so I said, all right, let's go in. I went in, and they gave me not just one, not just two, but 3 diagnoses. They told me I have hyperthyroidism, which is overactive thyroid. Also too, I had Graves' disease, which definitely isn't a nice name. And then the third thing, I had Hashimoto's disease. And I was like, wait, hold up. And so that got a little scary. They referred me to an endocrinologist, went to the endocrinologist, got some treatment, and over time, things got a little better. Thyroid went into remission. So fast forward, we moved from New York to Texas, and that was a great and fun move. So I started working corporate wellness as a registered dietitian. That job afforded me the opportunity to be able to then go ahead and do some other things that I like teaching fitness classes. And so I was able to do that at lunch, and then I was able to do my regular job throughout the rest of the day. I was teaching a fitness class, and I had the experience again. And I said, oh shoot. And I remember going straight to our on-site doctor and saying, hey, this is what's happened before. This is what I'm experiencing now. And he was like, yep, you know what the deal is. We got to do the blood work. They did the blood work. They sent the blood work in, referred me to an endocrinologist again. Once again, those same diagnoses popped up. And then I was like, oh goodness. And so they just kept referring me to get surgery. And I was like, that just doesn't feel right. That just doesn't feel right to get surgery and just totally cut out my thyroid or take radioactive iodine to kill my thyroid. I said, that just doesn't feel right. I said, okay, let me figure out maybe what's the root, what's going on. I knew that there was something else to this, and it couldn't be just the answer. The only answer could not just be to kill my thyroid. I said, there's got to be another way. I had a come to Jesus moment, and I said, God, all right, we got to change some things. Some things have got to change. And at that point, I want you to remember that I was wearing a lot of hats. Okay, I was a mom. Okay, I was a new mom at that. And we're getting acclimated into our church. I'm managing my marriage. I'm managing myself and my health. I'm trying to keep things together and do it all well. Well, because of that, my health continued to fail. And things got worse before it got better. I started taking medication to help out. And the thing is, the symptoms just kept getting worse. They just kept getting worse. They just kept getting worse. And it was more and more uncomfortable. And so I started losing more weight. I became really, really fatigued because my sleep was always disrupted, because I'm always on 10 because my thyroid is hot. So I'm always kind of jittery. I can't get a lot of sleep at one time. So I'm maybe like 2-3 hours of sleep at a time, and then I wake up and I'm ready to go again. So because of that, of course, I was moody. I was frustrated because the things that I would usually do, the things that I enjoyed doing, like working out, I couldn't do them anymore without fear, without being scared. I was having problems with the integrity of my heart being compromised. I was constantly nauseous and vomiting, which sucked because I'm always hungry. So I'd eat, I'd be nauseous, I'd be vomiting, I'm hungry, I'm throwing things up. I'm like, what is going on? I was having a lot of headaches, and I just did not feel like myself. I didn't feel like myself. And one of the worst parts of this whole thing is that we ended up getting pregnant, and I didn't even know, because as you hear my symptoms, a lot of my symptoms sound very much so like pregnancy, so I didn't think anything of it. And we found out we were pregnant and had a really rough time, and that made things even more difficult and even more scary. And we lost a baby. We lost a baby because my body just wasn't able to support the pregnancy with everything that was going on at such the crazy rapid rate. And that was really difficult on all of us. That was difficult on all of us. And with all of that was happening, and trying to just make everything work and make it work well and take care of myself and get things going, it just got more and more difficult and more scary. And let me tell you, this was really hard because I love my family. I love my family. I love my husband. I love being with my husband. I love that we've made plans to spend time together and do things together. And we've made future plans of places we want to go and things we want to do and things we want to see and how we want to spend retirement and all those things. And also too, I love my daughter. I love my daughter. I love spending time with my little bitty mini me and just having fun and watching her grow and laugh and smile. And in our minds, we had planned life together. We had planned life together, and me either not being here or me being sick or me having those issues was not a part of the plan. And I said, okay, there's got to be another way. So I had a come to Jesus moment after one of my appointments. I remember it very, very clearly. And so I feel like God gave me specific insight on exactly what to do, how to work on myself, how to make sure I got healthy. And so just a few points of that healing plan for me was definitely slowing life down and doing what was important, wearing the hats that mattered at the right time and saying no when I needed to, eating better. And so the thing is, yes, I'm a dietitian and I eat well, but it was certain things that disrupted my body and the way it was supposed to function. And so I had to get those things out of my diet, some certain things that were inflammatory, that was frustrating to my body, and my body saw it as toxin, and I needed to get it out of my regular habit of eating. Also too, I had to work on just managing my stress better. Okay, a lot of the root of it was stress, and so I had to manage my stress. And even though I was doing a lot of things that I wanted to do, it was a lot of demands made on me, and it was just ramping up, and I needed to be able to manage me better. And so I worked on managing my time better. I worked on basic stress management techniques, like simple things like guided meditation and just spending quiet time and journaling and getting some things together in that regard. I worked on getting active in a way that honored my body and where I was at that time, that honored me and where I was at that time. And so I wasn't teaching fitness classes at that time, but I was able to still be active in a way that made sense for me, and it didn't cause me an enhanced amount of stress. And I was able to see the symptoms just drop off and drop off and drop off and drop off until my numbers normalized. Now, here's the best part, y'all. I don't take medication now. I didn't have to do anything to kill my thyroid or anything like that. And everything has gone and regulated itself. I'm healed from all of those things, and I feel so good about it. I get my labs done regularly, and my numbers continue to come back and within normal limits. It makes me proud to know that I'm taking care of me. I'm honored to be able to have the benefit and the privilege to be able to take care of myself and know that it's okay to put me first. It's okay to take care of me. It's okay to say no so that I can say yes to myself. It's okay to know that if I'm taken care of, then everybody around me that I touch is taken care of. You also can take better care of yourself, but a lot of times you just don't know where to start. And so I had knowledge because I knew about health, but a lot of times you guys don't know exactly where to start. And so I want to help you. I want to help you get healthier, be healthier, so you can do more, you can be more, and you can serve more. I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen to my story, to my transformation. And I hope it resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. And if it did, please, please, please don't hesitate to share this with someone else that it can inspire or help. And then also to let me know how it helped you. Thank you so much for your time today. It's Honest RD, y'all. I'm here and I'm healthy and I'm healed and I'm whole and I'm happy, and I want to make sure that you are feeling the same. So y'all, I gotta go, but thank you so much for your time. I'll talk to you later. Peace.